SSDI and SSI. Are you included for the big special check from Social Security? That's a great question and exactly what I want to focus on for you right here in the video. Let's get right into it. All right, now, as I just mentioned, this video is focused on SSDI and SSI beneficiaries, which encompasses about 17 million people all across the country. The big question is, are these beneficiaries also included to receive the big special payout from the Social Security Administration, which is typically thousands upon thousands of dollars, sometimes well over $10,000 as well for some people in some instances. That is life-changing money for a lot of people, and we want to know, are you also included? And again, that's exactly what I'm talking about right here in the video. So let's get into it and talk about the details of where does this payout come from, who is eligible for it, how much could it possibly be, and what do you got to do to actually get some of this money? Again, great questions. I'll cover all of that for you here in this video. Let's get into it and talk through all the details. Really fast before we do, let me ask you a quick question. Are you looking for honest, accurate, reliable, and transparent information every single day? Are you also looking for the latest details hitting the wire, as in new bills, packages, proposals, announcements, anything popping up, including but not limited to money, benefits, checks, raises to benefits, checks, programs, stimulus checks, monthly checks, anything like this that you can possibly grab in or take advantage of as a low-income or fixed-income beneficiary? Well, if you said yes to either of those questions or both of them, then you are definitely in the right place, as I'm here for you right by your side every single day, doing all the research on exactly all of this information, breaking it all down into these short videos, and advocating on your behalf in any way that I possibly can. So if you have not done so yet, do yourself a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button right down below the video. Totally free to do so. I'll be here for you every single day no matter what, and I'm going to help you grab as much as you possibly can. It's a weird time we've been living through for the last few years, and it's going to be that way for at least the foreseeable future. So I'm here for you. We've got to stick together. Subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and let's get into it and talk about the big special check from Social Security, SSDI, SSI. What is it? How do you get some of it? How much could it possibly be? And all the other details you want to know about this. So, sounds pretty enticing, right? Yeah, I totally agree. Now, here's the situation. In some instances, some beneficiaries do get pretty big, sizable, as in thousands upon thousands of dollars. And like I said at the beginning of the video, even well over $10,000 for some people in some instances. Again, this is very enticing. I want to break down the details for you and let you know exactly who is eligible for these payments, when they arrive, and when this is potentially offered to some people. Now, again, we've been talking about a lot of stuff now. Obviously, here we are, early 2024, right? Now, things have changed as of the beginning of the new year. Now, as of late last year, I talked through all those details that were announced in October out of the Social Security Administration. We got a bunch of different announcements, and basically they come on and said, hey, we're going to be changing all kinds of things about Social Security starting the new year. They do this every year. It is not like something new, like they just started doing this year. No, they do this every single year. They announce it in October, and then those changes go into effect as the beginning of the new year. So not that long ago, right? Well, as a result of that, we want to know the details of what are these changes that are going on, and as a result of some of the videos that I posted late last year and some so far this year as well, pointing out all of these different changes going into effect, I've seen a few different comments coming in from people who receive SSDI and SSI asking, what's going on here? Is this affecting me? How do I get some of this money? You know, can I boost my benefits? All kinds of stuff. I get a lot of questions every single day, and again, I want to do what I can for you. All right, so let's talk about the details of this. So when it comes down to these big special checks or lump sum payout checks, whatever we want to call it, these are offered to beneficiaries in some instances. Now, basically, it comes down to this. In some instances, yes, SSI and SSDI, as well as retirement beneficiaries, can get one-time lump sum payouts. In fact, do you remember when you applied for your monthly benefit, regardless of what you're getting, you probably received some type of payout. Now, the only exception to the rule is in some instances, retirement beneficiaries may not be offered a lump sum. However, when it comes down to SSDI and SSI, remember when you filed for your benefit, there's usually a lag time, right? You submit your application from the time that you become disabled, or you submit your application and there's a lag time. Usually it's several months, right? You're sitting, waiting to get some kind of communication. You'll maybe get a letter from Social Security at some point. It takes a very long time. Well, typically they will pay back some of that time that you've waited. Now, there's a lot of factors on this, okay? I can make dedicated videos about it. In fact, I have dedicated videos here on the channel talking about it from probably a year ago. I had those dedicated videos, but I could certainly make new videos for you and break all that down, but in some instances, depending on how long you've waited and all kinds of things like this, the onset of your disability, all kinds of stuff, depending on what type of benefit you're getting, you could potentially be getting thousands of dollars. Now, that is one type of payment. However, when it comes down to retirement beneficiaries, generally when somebody files for retirement benefits, there's not really a lag as in, well, there is a lag between the time that the benefits are actually paid from the time that the application is submitted, things like that, but usually that does not produce a lump sum payout or like a big special check, right? However, there is an instance where some beneficiaries can get this, and I think this is where some people are referring to and asking, can you also get this? Now, here's the thing. Remember, full retirement age. Now, stick with me. I'm not going to turn this into like this huge long discussion on this because it's honestly a pretty long discussion, and we could sit here for a very long time talking about it. But, okay, think of full retirement age, right? So basically somewhere between the ages of 66 and 67, depending on what year somebody was born. Otherwise, if somebody was born in 1960 or later, their full retirement age is the age of 67, okay? You know the whole full retirement thing. We've talked about it before in other videos, but basically this much. If you wait until your full retirement age to file for your Social Security retirement benefit, now you'll get your full benefit, right? If you decide to file at FRA, full retirement age. However, if you decide to wait after full retirement age, say, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, a year, something like this, now is when this big lump sum potentially comes out, okay? Let me explain the details. For every 1 month that you delay filing for your Social Security retirement benefit, after your full retirement age, your benefits will increase by 0.667% or 2/3 of 1% for every 1 month that you delay claiming that benefit. Now, again, it might not sound like much. Like, seriously, 0.667%? That's not very much. You're right. On a monthly basis, it does not seem like a whole lot. But over the course of a 1-year period of time, that is 8%. That's a sizable increase, okay? That's a nice little raise right there. Remember, 2023, we got an 8.7% COLA. So just imagine, for every 1 year that you delay, you could potentially raise your benefits by 8%, and that is not including the COLA. The COLA is on top of that as well. This is just an extra benefit for waiting, as in delaying your monthly benefit. That adds up really fast, okay? On a 6-month basis, that's a 4% raise. 12 months, 8%, right? So extrapolate that over a couple of years, and you've got a huge, huge raise that you're locking in permanently on your monthly benefit. However, here's where this big lump sum comes in. If you were to be one of these people that delays your monthly benefit after your full retirement age, Social Security will pay out a lump sum of up to 6 months. They will not pay out 8 months. They will not pay out 12 months. They will pay out up to 6 months worth of lump sum in the form of a one-time, one-off check for these beneficiaries if they decide to offer this to you and if you decide to take it. Now, here's the thing. It's kind of a little bit of a trade-off. Now remember, you could wait up to 6 months. Well, you can wait a lot longer than that, but let's just say that you wait 6 months after your full retirement age to file for your Social Security retirement benefit. Let's just say that you have locked in that 0.667% increase for every 1 month, or a 4% increase over the course of 6 months. Again, not bad, right? However, Social Security may offer you this 6-month payout. In other words, hey, here's basically how it would go, right? Hey, we've noticed that you have delayed filing for your Social Security benefit, 6 months after your FRA. Congratulations. We would like to offer you a 6-month payout. So let's just say that you get a $2,000 monthly benefit. Basically what they would say is, hey, we're going to send you a check for $12,000, $2,000 per month, and 6 months is $12,000, right? Hey, we're going to send you a check for $12,000, but as a result of that, you would no longer get that extra 4% increase that you've accrued over the last 6 months. Would you like $12,000 today? Yeah, please. Please, I would gladly take 12 grand today, right? It's kind of hard to say no to that. A lot of people would say, yeah, by all means, I want that, right? So that is the big lump sum when it comes down to retirement benefits. Now, if you decide to say, no, I don't want that lump sum, you keep that 12 grand, and then you can still get your 4% increase that you've locked in over the last 6 months of delaying your benefit after your FRA. Does that make sense, right? Now remember, you could continue to delay filing for your Social Security retirement benefits. You could wait a year, you could wait 2 years, you could wait 3 years, but waiting until the age of 70, there's no benefit of waiting after that. So you could delay all the way until the age of 70, and you could technically increase your benefits by 24%. 8% per year all the way out until 70. It's about 24% increase. That'd be huge, huge stuff, right? That'd be serious money that would add up pretty fast. So that'd be pretty incredible, but there's only about 10% of the population, according to the statistics, that actually does that. So not many people do that, but this is the lump sum when it comes down to retirement benefits. Now, when it comes down to SSDI and SSI beneficiaries, the big lump sum for all of you, now again, like I said, for most people, not everybody, there's always an exception to the rule, but a lot of Social Security beneficiaries can sometimes get a lump sum check from the Social Security Administration at some point when they file for the benefit or shortly thereafter. So now remember, as I mentioned earlier, and again, I could probably make new updated dedicated videos talking about this, but as an SSDI and SSI beneficiary, they will pay out back payments in some instances to some beneficiaries, depending on a variety of factors, but a lot of it comes down to the time in which your disability is onset, as in the onset of your disability, as well as the time frame between when you file your application and the time that you get your award letter, or they award those benefits, right? However long that period of time is. Now, if it is a short period of time, you're likely not going to get a lump sum payout. Reason being is there's a 5-month waiting period. Have you heard about that? Well, if not, I have a dedicated video here on the channel talking about it. A 5-month waiting period. Basically, they say for 5 months, you don't get any benefits, right? We're just going to wait. We're going to wait and make sure that your disability is legit. I don't know. Seems really messed up to me, but that is a rule, okay? So that is one thing. However, taking that out of consideration beyond that period of time, well, then you can get that lump sum, basically your first payment. Does that kind of make sense as well? So when it comes down to it, lump sum payments do go out to a lot of beneficiaries, and they are offered in many instances, but generally these payments are sent out upon the receiving of benefits the first time, right? So it's kind of like a one-off thing when you start receiving benefits, and then after that, it just kind of goes into the regular cadence of delivery of payments, and then that's about it. Does that kind of make sense? Either way, I can make dedicated videos if you'd like me to on SSI, on SSDI, on retirement benefits, all kinds of things like this, and discuss who and when and where and how much. And how much is honestly kind of a vague term because it's really different for everybody. It's very different for everybody. There's a lot of factors that would determine how much that payment could actually be. But eligibility, you kind of heard that right there. I just explained the details about all of that. So anyway, I hope this explains it. And again, for those of you that have been asking questions about a lot of this and some of these changes that have gone into effect as of the new year, I hope this explains it for you. If not, leave a comment down below. Let me know what I need to come back and elaborate on further. Otherwise, I hope this helps you. Make sure to subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media. Totally free to do so. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, including those that I have linked down below in the comment section and at the top of the comment section. Or sorry, in the description, I have the videos linked, as well as at the top of the comment section, a pinned comment there with a link as well. Check those videos out. Otherwise, share the video with your friends, family, social media. And that's about it. Enjoy your day. I hope this helps you, and I'll catch you again later.